Okay, so we discussed about packages. So let me give a recap of it. So when we work with package, we should understand that a package is combination of or collection of procedures and functions. Procedures will not return any value, but we can force to return the value with the help of out keyword. Functions, they will by default return a value. So collection of these procedures and functions will build up a package. So it is similar to the package what we have in Java, where we can write multiple methods and we can make a call to those methods by using or importing the package. All right. So when you work with package in backend, it is like this. You have to first provide package specification, which is outline of the package, then package body, which is actually the source code, that is the source code. And then we have got a package which can be called from anonymous block. Okay, so how to create a package specification, we are going to see that. And how to create package body, we have to see that. And how do you make a call from anonymous block? So let us first decide how and what exactly our package name is going to be. Our package is going to be named as math package, math underscore package. This is going to be our package name. So
Mm.
your package name, that is specification, and package body should be same. The name should be same. That is rule number one. Okay. And in this, we are going to have procedures. Procedure. So we are going to have two procedures. Okay. One is, let us say, add underscore values. Okay. This is one procedure. Subtract underscore values will be the second procedure. Okay, so two procedures and two functions is what we're going to write. So two procedures and two functions. Functions, these are procedures. Functions. So functions, we are going to have mul underscore values, multiplication of values, and division of values, div underscore values. So that is how we have planned out. We have to write outline of this with the help of package specification. So we'll see that. So there is a syntax of creating package specification. It is something like this. So I'll say create or replace package followed with package name. Package name is. And then you can specify your procedure, whatever comes in procedure, function, whatever is going to come in function, then end. That is how we create our package. Let me give example of this. So as per our plan, what we have planned is we're going to create a package with the name as math package. Okay, so I'll just give the same. So in the example, I'm saying here, create or replace package. Package name is math package is. And here we planned out for two procedures, add values. So I'll just say here, procedure. I'm going to have procedure name. Okay, procedure name. And what are the parameters that I'm going to send? A is of number type. B is of number type. That's it. This is what I've declared about procedure. That is what my procedure is going to do. Similarly, we have got subval. Subval is also a procedure. So I'll just say procedure subvalues. And in this, I'm giving A is going to be of number type and B is also going to be of number type. So these are the two procedures that we are going to have. Similarly, we are going to have functions. Two functions is what we are planning. So here I'll say function name, and I'm going to give here A is going to be of number type, B is going to be of number type. Okay, and it is going to return a number value. Return number. Okay, returning would be number. Similarly, I'll say one more function, div val. Here we're going to have same A number type, B is going to be of number type, and it is going to return same number. And I'll say end. This is how you can create your specification. This is the example for what? Package specification. Let us see by executing it. I'll just copy this, copy, and come to SQL prompt and paste it. So when you hit enter and give a slash, it executes and it gives me a message stating that package is created. Package is created. This is only specification. It's not actually a package, it's specification. Okay, so that's what we did. And as a result of this, your package specification is created. So it gives a message that is package created. But that does not mean that package is actually created. We need to give source code for that. So for source code, see what I'm doing here. The same code what is there, I'm just copying it and I'm pasting it in the bottom because I told you package name should be same. Okay, and here procedure is also same, function is also same. Only thing is like we need to write the source code of it. So here I'll say is, and one more point to be noted, that is create or replace package. I should say package body. Okay, the syntax goes like this: create or replace package body followed with package name. Okay, and it is going to be is. Then whatever procedures you have written or functions you have written, those procedures and functions are to be written along with what? Along with source code. Along with source code. Okay, and once you're done with this, it should be terminated by using what? End. It should have end. So procedure will have end, even function will have end, and package body is also going to have end. That is how your package body would be created. So let us see how to write the source code. So here I'm going to give is, I want to have variable here. So I'll say C is of number type. Size I'm giving it as 4-digit number. Okay. And here I would say begin. And I'm going to say C is equal to, I'm adding the values A plus B. And let's say dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. I would like to display C value. So I'll just say result is equal to concatenated with C. And I'll say end because that is end of the procedure. Similarly, I'm just going to just copy the same thing from here. And I'm going to paste it for the next procedure also. So I'll come here and I'll say paste. So this is what I did. So procedure subval A and B. And here I'm giving is. C is going to be of number type, size is 4. Here instead of plus, I'm going to give minus to subtract. Result is equal to C. So that is what we have done for, this is for addition, add val, and this is for subtraction, subval. Then I want to do multiplication. So I'll just say return number is, and here I'll say variable declaration. I want to declare a variable, let's say R for result, which is of number type with the size I'm giving it as 4. Okay, and I'll say begin. Here I would say R is colon equal to, I'll give here A multiplied by B. And I would say return R. End. The same thing I'm going to copy it for even the other one. Okay, so I'll just copy from here to here. Oh, Control C, and I'm going to paste it for this one. So this is going to be what? Division. So I'll just give, in place of multiplication, I would like to give division. Return, it is going to return the same. So in this way, we have written addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. That means 2 procedures, 2 functions. Collectively, we're giving the name, that is our package name, called as MathPack. Math package. And in the end, we're giving end 2 times because the first end is of function getting terminated. The second end is for your package termination, your package body termination. Okay, so I'm just going to copy it from here, from this point till end of it. So once I right click and paste it, it says package body created. Okay, so we have got package specification and we've got package body. Both of them are done. Now, how to make use of the package in anonymous block? Let us execute this. I'm defining a temporary variable, declare, begin, end. So here, what are we going to have is, we are going to have some variable, let's say O result is of number type, size I'm giving it as 4-digit number. Some variable I'm taking it. Okay, so O result is what I'm going to use that. And now I'm making a call for the first, okay, for the first procedure, let's say add val. This is what I'm going to call. So before we call, I would like to give some parameters into that. So I'm going to make a call to this. So I'll just come here, paste the code, and I'm sending two variables, A and B. A and B. Okay, so at this point, I would just like to say A is of number type, which is going to be of size 4, which is colon equal to ampersand A. So it is going to ask you A value at runtime. Similarly, B is of number type, size 4, colon equal to, I'll give ampersand B. So these two values are going to be prompted at runtime, and those two are going to go as ingoing values for add val. These are the two variables which are going to be taken in, and the process we have defined already in specification and body. Okay, now let us go for the next one. Similarly, we have got subval values, and we gave A and B once again. So what it does, it is going to add, it is going to subtract. Now I'm going for multiplication. We know that multiplication is a function which is going to return the value. So I'll say O result, that is the temporary variable what we have defined here. I'll just say O result is colon equal to, and I'll make a call to the function. So this is our first function. This is our function, and it is going to return what number? So fine. So I'll just take this and I'm going to give it over here. And I'm sending the same two parameters, A and B. Okay. Similarly, I want to display it immediately, dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. I would like to give here O result. And I would like to even display a message along with this. So I would just say here, result is equal to concatenated with result. Same way, I'm going to use the same variable O result. O result is colon equal to, now this is going to be div underscore values, division of A and B. The same variable A and B, which is going as in values for add, subtract, multiply, as well as divide. Okay, now I would like to display the same result. So I'll just come here. This is going to be your division result. I copied this and I'll paste it back. Okay, that's what we did here. This is our anonymous block, which we are going to call. Before I execute this, I would just say set server output on, set output on. This is to ask the server to display the output. Here I'll say set server output on. Now I'm going to paste the code. So when I hit enter, it's going to ask me for A and B value. I give 25 and 5. So 25 plus 5, it's going to give me 30 as add result. Subtract will be 20, multiplication, division. Everything should be out. Okay. So it gave me some prompting message. That is line number 6. It says what column number 2, line number 6, column 2 has got a problem. Let us list out line number 6. Okay. We gave add underscore values. This should work. It gave me some error. Let us check that. Line 6, identifier add underscore values must be declared. Did we give anything wrong here? No. Line 7, subval, mul values, div values must be declared. Statement is ignored. Okay, it's giving some issue. Let us check out what mistake we did. Okay, by prompting the ChatGPT. Let us check that. Control Shift hide. Okay. So I'm going to provide the same code, what we have written and documented. So I'm just going to copy that. This is our package specification. I'm just copying this and providing the same thing to ChatGPT. Okay, I gave that. So it's going to just say what exactly the code is for. It is repeating the same code. So there is nothing wrong in this. It is writing package body also, okay? So it's giving me package body. This is, we have already written this, okay? So I'm also giving the input that I've already written package body also. So this is our package body. I'm providing even package body to ChatGPT. Okay, so this is what it is. I'm just giving that. Okay, so same code, it is just repeating. And okay, one point to be noted here is we gave end, but I did not give end for what? Okay, it is expecting this. So when we gave here end, it is expecting us to give end of add values. So here I should say, give a space and give this. This is for subtract values. It is expecting us to give end of what? End of subtract values. Multiplication, multiplication of what? This is the end of this multiplication, and division also. So here we will give division end. Okay, is there anything else that is wrong in that? Let us cross check. Okay, and it says that end of math package also you need to provide. So our topmost line is about math package. Even if you don't give, it should work, but I don't know, it's prompting us. So I'm just going to re-execute this. Okay, so that is what it told us to do. And we are just executing the same once again. Okay, package body, previously also it gave no issues at all. Okay, now let us check what it is saying. Acha, that was the mistake what we did. Okay, here in our code, if you cross check, we are making a call to anonymous block. Okay, this is what is the anonymous block. But I'm not giving here from where this add values is coming. Actually, it is coming from where? It is coming from a package. This is our package. So it is expecting us to provide the package name. So I'm giving here, this add value is coming from package dot add values. Okay. Similarly, math package is also having this sub val. Similarly, we do have math package for multiplication and for even division also. Division. So this is what it is expecting. Previously, it was not understanding where exactly this add value is. So it is going to work now. So let us go ahead and execute this anonymous block. So when I hit enter, provide same 25 and 5, it has to process and give me addition is 30, subtraction is 20, multiplication 125, and result is 5. Result of what? The division. So that is how your package is written. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah, yes, Sandy.
Okay, so that is about package. The same concept, we have it even in our Java. That is what we have discussed when we were talking about Java. Okay. So in Java, what we have is import. Normally in our code, now when you're using something like this, import, okay, and we give something like the package name, okay. So something like io.star we give, io.star. This indicates that we are making a call to input-output package. So any package, when we are using it, we give this indicating that IO is basically a package, just like math package. Okay. So if you're using the same math package, we will normally use in Java like this, import math underscore package. Okay. And if I want to work specifically with add value, I'll say dot add underscore values. Like this we provide. But if I want to get all the packages with all the built-in functions and methods, okay, then we'll say import math underscore package dot star. Star indicates all. Okay, so this is just for information. Normally in Java, whatever we use, it is the same concept. This is package name dot followed with whatever methods you want. All those methods will be available here when you give star. Just like if I want to use math package and use two procedures and two functions, I would just say import math package dot star. Okay. But if I want to give specifically the same statement, I can give it repeatedly multiple times like this. I can give it like sub values. Again, I'll repeat. And this is going to be for multiplication, MUL. Okay. And then I'll go for division, DIV. So instead of giving this 4 times, what we can do is we can just give only 1 time. This is sufficient. Okay. I hope I'm clear.
Yeah, yes, Andy.
Okay, so that is how your Java packages, whatever we have there, the similar concept is there even in backend also. Okay, so that's about procedure, function, and packages. So we discussed about procedure first. Then we discussed about function. Both of them added together, we call it as package. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so this is what is needed when you're getting into testing. So when we go directly to Java, we will not understand about packages, procedures, functions. Normally, we call them as methods over there. In Java, we call procedures and functions as methods, whereas here it is easy to understand. That's why I gave the inputs about how a package is being created and how it is being associated. Okay. So when we are creating a package in Java, we don't give package specification and package body. That point we should know. Okay, here we have got 2 parts, right? One is package specification, this one, and then we have package body. This is this one. Okay, whereas in Java, what we do, we create only one class file. That's it. So in that class file, we'll write all the methods. And what do? We save that and we will import it. We'll say import followed with our what do you say, package name dot methods, whatever you want to access, just like this one, import followed with the package name and whatever methods you want. Either you can specify those methods individually, or we can just say star to access all the methods which are there in math package. Okay, so that is how your concept of backend will help you in testing to understand how the things are running in behind. Okay, so we have discussed about first Java, then we got into backend. Okay, and then we have to come back to front end. So at this point, we are going to work with Selenium. So when you're working with Selenium, expectation is we should have idea of Java. We should have idea of database so that we can understand even API, application programming interface. Okay. All right. So one more thing is like database, we have to test it just like how we have done it before. Java programs, we can test it just like how we have written the code and execute it. APIs are being called and they are executed after creating by using a tool called as Postman. So when it comes to API, I'll show you how Postman is being used. We'll see that. Okay. Database, we have to go to the backend and perform your SQL and PLSQL. To perform what? Database testing. We use that. Okay, so there's a reason why I covered this particular part, which is required to work in backend database. Now, when it comes to Java, we have learned about classes and methods. Why? Because these classes and methods are going to help you in writing Selenium related code, which is called as TSL. Okay, TSL, it stands for test script language. And for your information, it is nothing but Java code, which is integrated, okay, with Selenium. Selenium what? Selenium methods and class. Normally, we get this with the help of a reference library. Okay. So when we configure and install and work with Selenium, normally what we do is we refer to Selenium, okay, .jar files. Okay, then what is a jar file? Let me tell you. A jar file, okay, is basically nothing but your package which has got collection of classes, class, and which has got intern collection of methods. Okay, so collection of methods will build up a class. Collection of such type of classes will build up a package. And collection of all, we can have it in a jar file. Okay, so when we work with Selenium, we need this jar file. Okay, let us get into details of Selenium now. Okay, so which is the site which provides us the information of Selenium? Let us check that. Okay, so I'll just go to Google and just try to search for Selenium. Okay, so I'll just come here and let me search for Selenium. So when you click on this, the first link what we have, it is referring to, you can see Selenium DEV. Click on that. Okay, so this is the point from where we can access our Selenium's website. Web address, or we call it as URL, is this. Okay, so we have to navigate to this and we will be provided with the relevant software. Okay, software for what? Software for Selenium. Okay, so it comes to us in form of either a jar file or a zip file. Okay, it will be provided, or it comes in form of dependency. We'll see that what exactly it means. So when we go here, we understand that Selenium comes to you in three forms. Number one is this one. It is called as Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver. This is the first one, Selenium WebDriver. Second one is Selenium IDE. This is number two, Selenium IDE. Number three is Selenium Grid. Okay, Selenium Grid. These are the three main options which are provided to tester. So Selenium WebDriver is for testing with the help of script, with the help of TSL. I already told you what is TSL, which is combination of this. I already told you this. Java and Selenium both together is nothing but test script language. Then we have got Selenium IDE. This comes along with browser. Okay, these are basically called as plugins, which we can download it and we can perform only few tasks, like we can record and we can perform a playback. That's it, nothing else. So this is just for beginners. We use Selenium IDE. Then we have got Selenium Grid. Okay, this is to execute script on multiple browsers. Okay, that is, if you want to execute your single script on multiple browsers, then we can work with Selenium Grid, which is chargeable. Okay, for this we have to pay. Okay, for Selenium IDE we don't have to pay. For Selenium WebDrive we don't have to pay. So when you get jobs, you will be asked questions on these two. Okay, whereas this one is basically for load, stress, and performance testing. Okay, so these three are performed once your application and all development is over, everything is over, it is deployed, people are working on it. At that point, there might be a request from the client, can you please test for load, stress, and performance? At that point, they purchase this grid, Selenium Grid, and they perform your test, which is called as load, stress, and performance testing. Let us check it here. You can see here, if you want to scale by distributing and running test on several machines and manage multiple environment from a central point. Okay, at that point, what we do, we use Selenium Grid. Okay, so it is something like this. You have got one point. Let's say this is point number one. And what we are doing is we have got in point number two, let us say we have got Chrome browser. Okay, and this Chrome browser is available on Windows. Okay, then we have got number three, let's say three. It's basically the same Chrome browser, or let us say Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla Firefox, it is on, let's say, Linux operating system. Okay. Similarly, we have got point number 4, where we have got Mac operating system, Mac OS, that is basically on your Apple systems. And here, let us assume that we have, let's say, maybe Opera. Okay. It's available on Mac. So these are 3 different operating systems, 3 different browsers are there. So from point number 1, that is your system, you want to perform task on system number 2, system number 3, system number 4 in sync, parallelly, side by side. Then at that point, we go for Selenium Grid. That is what has been given here. So I'll just copy this point and I'll paste it over here so that you can understand the importance of the third option, that is Selenium Grid. Okay. You can see here, it is basically for on multiple operating system, multiple browsers will be in use. That's about Selenium Grid. Then let us check what is Selenium IDE. Okay, now you can see here, this comes along with what browser. Let me show you that first. This is our Chrome browser. I'll just maximize this and I'll just go for the previous window. Okay, it's not showing me here. Let me open up the other one. Yeah, I'll just log in with my credentials. And if you see at this point, even here, it's not showing. Okay, here we have, yes. So you can see here, a small icon is appearing. So when you click on this, if you have configured and installed your Selenium IDE, it is going to show you like this, Selenium IDE. It's like a plugin. Okay. Got it? How to do that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you how to get it, how to get that Selenium ID. We'll see that. Okay, so let me just go back to this and understand what a Selenium ID. So as I told you, it comes for what? Browser specific. Let us try to go through that information about Selenium IDE, and I'm pasting it over here about Selenium IDE. So what do you say? What it says, if you want to create quick bug reporting, bug reproduction script, that means you want to run the script, record and run the script. You can do it with the help of Selenium IDE. Create the script to add in automated exploratory testing and all. If you want to perform, we can work with Selenium IDE. We'll see that. Okay. A Chrome, Firefox, Edge add-on. This is like plugins. Add-ons is like plugins, which can be downloaded and which can be available directly along with the browser. So what it does, it simply records and playbacks. That is what it does. Okay. And we can interact with browser. So one more point to be very, very clear is Selenium is available to us, but it is mainly for testing, only web applications. It is only to test web applications. We cannot test Windows application. Okay, we cannot test Windows app. This is very, very important. Okay, previously there was a tool called as, so this is basically for what? For Selenium. Selenium is mainly for testing web application. Before this, we were having a tool called as QTP, which used to stand for Quick Test Professional. It was a product from HP. This was previously owned by Mercury Interactive. Okay, and then it was acquired by HP. Now it is HP product. Okay, so different companies, it came and finally it has been acquired now with HP. But this was basically to test what? Windows as well as web application. Let me give you an example of Windows application. Now, if you see a calculator, okay, I'll just come here, open up calculator. Now, this is basically your Windows application. This is your Windows application. Okay, web application is the one which appears on the browser. Like I'll say, I'll come here and I'm just going to activate my application which is running online, something like local host followed with dashboard. You can see this is my application which is running on web server. So this is on web. So that is the reason why it is called as web application. The one which works on web server is called as web application. And at this point, how do you get your web applications? With the help of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, TypeScript. These are the ways by which your front end can be designed. Okay. So that's about your automated tool Selenium. We have just gone through about what is IDE, Selenium IDE, and what is Grid. And WebDrive is the one which we are going to use it. Okay, here we are going to work with test script language.
Okay.
Okay, next what I'll show you would be working on IDE, how to work with IDE. This will be our next session, working with Selenium IDE. Then once this is over, one session is sufficient for that. Then we get into Selenium WebDrive where we work on TSL scripting. I'm going to show you how to install, configure, and do all other things. We are going to work on that. Okay. So that would take roughly around maybe 1 week time to complete Selenium related topics. And once we are done with that, then we get into framework, Cucumber framework and TestNG framework. Okay. That would be the final task. Okay. So that's it for today's class. Tomorrow we are going to see about Selenium IDE. Okay. Okay, then fine. Let me just stop recording. Just a minute. Okay, then I think it'll stop automatically. Already time is up. Okay. Okay, then. So we'll stop here. We'll continue in the next session. Thank you. Yeah. I'll share it once this conversion is done.
Okay, Andy.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Bye.